All right, good evening, everybody. It's 6 o'clock. It's time to get started. I would like to call to order the November 18th, 2025 Poquoson School Board meeting. The first item of business, Ms. Studd, could you please get up and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please pause for a moment of silence. You may be seated. Today, our quote comes from Albert Einstein. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carroll, are there any additions and or modifications to the agenda for tonight?
Chair Burbidge, we have no additions or modifications to the agenda this evening.
Thank you, Ms. Carroll. Okay, I guess we'll start off the night with Ms. Purdy. Could you help us out with recognitions? We've got a lot tonight, I can tell.
Chair Burbidge, members of the board, community members and colleagues, thank you for being with us this evening. We are very excited to recognize a few different people and organizations, the first of which is our Senior of the Month. As soon as it comes up, I'll go ahead and get started. So we are very proud to announce the Poquoson High School Senior of the Month for November. This student has served as drum major for a marching band during both junior and senior years and was selected to perform in this year's Macy's Great American Marching Band in New York City. She has served as section leader and the student pit orchestra conductor, both roles showcasing her ability to lead, collaborate, and elevate those around her. The student has worked as a collaborative pianist for 3 years and has placed in multiple instrumental competitions, such as first place in the 2024 Poquoson Lions Club Band Competition and second place in the Eleanor Williamson Piano Competition. She's attended master classes with professional pianists and was selected as the 2022 Williamson Family Remembrance Scholarship Performer. This senior has consistently excelled in advanced courses and is a member of the National Honor Society, Mu Alpha Theta Math Honor Society, Rho Kappa Social Studies Honor Society, and the Tri-M Music Honor Society. Her consistent participation in the All-District Band from 2022 to 2025 and the Old Dominion University Honor Band in both 24-25 reflect her ability to balance rigorous academics with high-level musical performance. And if you've heard her play before, it's just beautiful. It's amazing to listen to her play. As I said earlier, this month is about to get better for our Senior of the Month as she travels to New York City next week to be part of the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade. We're very excited, so please tune your TV next Thursday to celebrate our November Senior of the Month, Miss Avery Peshahanov. We want to recognize another familiar face for her tremendous accomplishment of being the state champion in Class 2 cross country this fall. Elizabeth Trant took first out of 96 other runners from across the state with a run time of 18 minutes and 40 seconds. Even more impressive is that the second place came in almost a full minute after her, which showcases her tremendous ability to persevere and push herself to incredible heights. Then, after running those 3 miles, she then went to support her field hockey team on states on the same day. We'll be discussing their amazing accomplishments in just a minute. Even though Elizabeth's high school career is not over yet, she has earned 11 state individual titles, as well as a 12th as part of a relay team. Alongside many other peers here tonight, she's been part of the field hockey team that has achieved state runner-up 3 times. Her educational career path has her attending Princeton in the fall, where we hope to continue to hear of her continued accomplishments. Please join me in congratulating Elizabeth Trant on adding another state championship to her incredible resume. Poquoson High School field hockey once again had an amazing season under the guidance of Coach Darcy Shapazy and her incredible coaching crew. Last weekend, the team traveled to Northern Virginia to compete for state champion against TAB and had a high-energy game that went 2-3. Our ladies fought until the very last moment and with a tight game, and they showed tremendous tenacity. This year's season consisted of 86 goals and only giving up half of that, which would be 43 goals to other teams. Their final record was 18 wins and 5 losses, where they earned 251 corners and defended 116 corners, of which 42 were from TAB in 3 different games. Each game was exciting to watch, but 3 in particular where they won in overtime. As I call your name, can you please come up and accept your certificate and then stay up here to your right, where we could take a team photo. Lee Spold. Second team Bay Rivers and first team All Region, Lucy Carpenter. Annabelle Crockett. Sophia Donono. Addison Forrest. Second team Bay Rivers and second team All Region, Ashley Groseth. Honorable mention Bay Rivers and first team All Region, Caroline Harper. Tegan Horning. Ashlyn A.J. Jones. First team Bay Rivers and first team All Region, Casey Law. Morgan Martinez. Layla Nunnally. Second team All Region, Alana Robinson. Caitlin St. John. Aubrey Struck. Alexi Titko. Second team All Region, Samantha Titko. First team Bay Rivers and first team All Region, Elizabeth Trant. Sienna Williamson. Chloe Wolkowicz. I also wanted to take a moment and say something about Coach Shapazy, who has been coaching with Poquoson for 17 years, with a total of 28 years under her belt as a coach. She has led this team to countless victories, including state champions and runner-up multiple times over. We are very grateful for her dedication to our athletes and would like to congratulate her on yet another amazing season. Assistant Coach Deb Bunting. Assistant Coach Courtney Dunbar. Assistant Coach Evan Lilly. Assistant Coach Larissa Swanson. Manager Chloe Carpenter. Manager Lauren Jones. Manager Charlotte Jordan. Manager Bentley Martinez, who I believe is here. And And I'm not sure if Sarah Watermolen is here, but she's our athletic trainer and also a large contributor to our teams at the high school, so we want to recognize her as well. Okay, so we're going to do a picture. We'll probably have to move up front. Yes, yeah. Please be patient with us as we try to get multiple rows going.
Parents want to get up and take pictures? Come on up. Yeah, move up in front of this table. Like y'all are going to have to. And then go down that way.
Anybody has on pants? Everybody has pants. I said no jeans. Maybe squat down. Good idea. Yeah. Front row squat. And then
I think everybody ready. 1, 2, 3, and again for good measure. 1, 2, 3.
Hold on. Ready? Y'all all good?
And I'll post all of their beautiful faces from the presentation that you didn't get to see, so you can see. We have some really great pictures of everybody. That concludes our recognitions for the evening.
So,
Oh,
yeah, there we go.
Avery Pecahana. Elizabeth Trant again. And our ladies field hockey team. Thank you, everybody. And at this time, if anybody needed to leave before
y'all
we
want
begin
to
the other
head on
part.
out? You're more than welcome to stay.
I'll send it to you. Let's go back to what, Elizabeth?
Hold on, we got someone taking a photo really quick.
Oh, I can send it to anybody. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. Yes, I can do that.
All right. I think that's everybody who's coming and going. Moving along, we'll move on to presentations and reports. First up is instructional update from Ms. Odd.
All right. That was going to be scary if I had to present without my slide deck. I was going to do like Pictionary for you. Good evening, Chair Burbidge, school board members, Superintendent Tillett, staff, community members. Tonight, I will be showcasing the Poquoson Middle School Symphonic Band as they prepare to perform at the Virginia Music Educators Association Conference this week. Imagine if I had to give like a reenactment of their performance. That would be special for us. The Poquoson Middle School Band, led by Mr. Randall Lawson, has been selected to perform at the 58th Annual Virginia Music Educators Association Conference, or the VMEAs, which is taking place this Friday in Norfolk, Virginia. Poquoson Middle School is the first middle school band selected to perform at the VMEAs in all 58 years from the peninsula. Poquoson Middle School is a current Blue Ribbon VMEA school. This Blue Ribbon distinction is the highest award given to music programs in Virginia and recognizes excellence in band, orchestra, and choral performance. All top eligible performing groups must receive a final superior rating at the VMEA District Concert Performance to qualify for this award. It should be noted that Poquoson High School is also a Blue Ribbon school. In addition, the Poquoson Middle School Band was recognized as a Virginia Band and Orchestra Directors Association Middle School Program of Honor for the 24-25 school year. These next couple of slides highlight the members of the Poquoson Middle School Symphonic Band and the instruments that they play. We want to congratulate these young people on their accomplishments, dedication, and the pride they bring to our school community. Each of these musicians demonstrates what can be achieved when talent, effort, and determination come together. Their remarkable accomplishments also reflect Mr. Lawson's exceptional guidance and vision for the Poquoson Middle School Band. The photos that you just saw of the students here are actually part of a program that was created for this Friday. And to create this program, in addition to a few other things, Poquoson Middle School had some sponsors. And they would like to extend a heartfelt thanks to their sponsors whose contributions helped to make this program that you see, that I'm sure the students and families will treasure. In addition, they supported the purchase of new instrument, musics, shirts, and lunch for our students as they go on this very special field trip this Friday. We deeply appreciate our community and business partners for their unwavering support of our schools. And finally, we're excited to give you a preview of Friday's performance. Last week, the band performed for Poquoson Middle School students and staff, so please enjoy Across the Desert Sands by Michael Orr, performed by the Poquoson Middle School Symphonic Band. Should note that this is open to the public on Friday. I believe the performance is 10 a.m. at the Norfolk Sheraton. And so, of course, if you would like information about joining for that, just let us know. We can work with you there. And you might be thinking, well, Ashley, you said you were going to present on data from the state, and the state has not released it. So we have given you this performance instead. Hope you seems better, a better deal for you guys. But in December, I hope to share a full update, so expect quite a presentation from me in December once that data is released, in addition to our strategic plan updates, program of studies, and advanced coursework. Can't be too many questions for that one tonight, right?
No questions? Thank you. Mr. Roberts, for the operational update.
Well, good evening. I'll start talking while they get that set up. Good evening, members of the board, Superintendent Mr. Tillett, community members, and staff that are present. There we go. Thank you. I can't say that my presentation is going to be as entertaining. That middle school band is amazing. Kudos to them. But I do want to start off with talking about transportation. Bus Patrol was something that you guys approved for us to sign with this company that does the stop arm cameras, if you remember, and also supplementing with some interior and exterior cameras. It's taken a little bit longer than we expected to get this to the finish line for a good reason. We've been working with our attorney every step of the way to vet the negotiations back and forth with the contract. And some of the key points that we were needing in the contract is one, to make sure when they say there's zero cost to the division that upholds. So the technology fees will be written off. That is in the current version that's in our attorney's hands again for the last check. So that was the big, huge check we were waiting on to get in there, and it is now. The PCP involvement also, we just wanted to make sure that we're protecting ourselves and our resources, that we're not overextending any employee or staff member on our side for these violations, which that verbiage is in there. The only thing that the attorney keeps on bringing our attention to is the term of the contract, which is 5 years. But that's kind of a non-negotiable for Bus Patrol because they need that length of time to recoup the funds for all the equipment and technology, which is understandable. But just so everybody knows, at no time, no matter if there's a million violations or zero, at no time will there be cost to our division. And again, that not only comes with the stop arm camera for the safety, but also the interior and exterior cameras that our admin can use to handle discipline, to live stream in emergency situations. It gives us a way better system for video on those buses. So just a little update there. We are anticipating signing this month with Bus Patrol, and could be as early as December for the install, and when we come back from winter break, we could be using this new technology. So we'll keep you updated. The safety committee met again, and the bigger discussion there was on the open gate systems again. All the admin, SSOs, SROs got their login. We played with the devices a little bit. Started talking about the first school that's going to be implemented within, and then we're going to start fine-tuning this with that certain school, which will be the high school, very shortly, to start using these devices on the campus. So we also talked about bus discipline discussions and also threat assessment training for anyone in the division that are on those threat assessment teams. It's just a good time of year to have a refresher for those courses, and DCJS will be leading that. The project updates, tennis courts. Did want to put out there that we did decide to close the tennis courts until the repairs are made, just due to safety concerns. Those cracks are not only just cracks, now they're kind of peaking, causing ridges, which could be a trip hazard. We are working on alternative options for the tennis team, just in case we can't get the project to the finish line in time for the season, for their practices and games ahead of time. We will be awarding the PHS roof project this month as well. We have a couple of vendors we're still looking at. Hopefully by this week we can notify them and start that process, which will hopefully go quicker. That's a large roof. It's 114,000 square feet. So time is of the essence. Also, we want to kind of cash in on some prices if we could get some materials ordered before the new year. So looking forward to that. And another group of trailers did move off the PES campus. We're working on cleanup on that site and definitely looking forward for the remaining ones to leave as well so we can start looking at what to do with that piece of land. All right, some exciting news. Girls wrestling, as you've heard in previous board meetings for some comments from the public, has been recognized as official individual sport by VHSL this year. Our athletic budget and the support with some community organizations can handle, if approved tonight, in your reading file you'll find more information on this. But if approved tonight, we do have the funding for this year for the matches, the coaching. They even had some offers for some supplies and materials from these community organizations to really help out. So, and then if approved, in the following years we'd want to put this in the budget. But for right now, we can swing this this year immediately. So if approved, we'd be seeking a coach so these girl wrestlers can have a chance at, trying out this year and, going through practices and having matches. So, exciting news. Definitely read your reading file if you hadn't already, and looking forward to getting this off the ground. Also, there's a resolution there to donate 2 mowers to the city. We've had 3 mowers for a few years. We at one point decided to try to do it ourselves. It wasn't sustainable. We are retaining one of those mowers just in case we have to do some touch-up mowing and things of that nature ourselves. But the city helps us so much on our fields and grounds sometimes anyway, so giving them those mowers just makes sense. I mean, they help us so much. They are very low hours and very, very nice mowers, so we do not want them to set and rot. So I think that's a good move if approved. And basically, that's all I have unless you have questions.
On the open gate weapons detection system, is the idea when they are installed at the high school, would it be, I mean, I know they're not permanent because they're mobile units, but would the idea be that they will be in use every day for those entering and exiting the high school daily? Everyone would go through there, or is there just curious what the use is planned for those right now?
Sure. Well, security is a really hard thing to talk about through the public because, you don't want to give away too much of what you're trying to do. But
Understood.
to kind of answer your question, a lot of school divisions do it the way that you just stated, every day, every kid, every bus, everything. But a lot of them do random as well. Like they'll just pick certain days, certain locations, certain buses. So, we're in that planning phase to see what works best for our division and going from there.
So these remain mobile units essentially,
Correct.
And they aren't being installed
They are not
anywhere.
gonna be
They will still
bolted
be
to anything. Yep.
Understood.
Yep.
I just had, a follow-up question on the tennis courts. I know last time we spoke, you were getting, a second.
Right.
Do you still anticipate that we'll be able to repair those courts within the fiscal year, or is that potentially being pushed back?
Right. So it really depends on weather. That's going to be a huge obstacle, more or less, because pavement it takes a certain temperature and it has to be rising for so many days. There is a cure period for the pavement before it can be sealed and then painted with the lines, and that usually takes about 30 days. So it really would just depend on how big of a weather break we get in the spring to see when we can launch this.
But to add to that, you do have in your packet, as I know you've noticed, the carryover fund proposal. Chair Burbidge and I met with the city manager and mayor
Yesterday.
to discuss some details of the process that we do every year, as well as the beginning kickoff of budget season to start those conversations. And in that carryover request is somewhere around $500,000 to repair those tennis courts. The goal is, if passed tonight by this board, and then the city will take it up in their December meeting. If that is approved, the money will be available to start that project immediately.
Good. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. Next up is Ms. Spence.
Good evening, Chair Burbidge, members of the school board, Mr. Tillett, and the school community. In tonight's finance report, we will review the school's fiscal year 25 financial audit report, discuss the fiscal year 25 carryover request, as Mr. Tillett just referenced earlier, and provide updates on the FY27 budget. The fiscal year 25 audit was conducted by Brown Edwards. The school division does not have its own separate financial report. It is included as a component unit in the city's annual comprehensive financial report, which you have at your seat. As part of the audit, the auditors issue several reports, starting with report of the independent auditor, which outlines the scope of the audit and confirms that there were no significant findings, whether on the city side or as a component unit for the schools. The compliance section of the audit includes an additional audit opinion, and I'm pleased to report that this auditor's opinion was unmodified for both the financial statements as well as the financial reporting, which is the highest possible opinion. The single audit opinion is not included this year as it was in the past because the federal government has not yet released its annual compliance supplement for auditors. Brown Edwards has completed the single audit and is just waiting for that document, and so far has reported no compliance issues. The single audit report will be issued once the federal guidance is released. Before we move on, I want to take a moment to recognize some very special individuals in the audience. This year's successful audit was truly a team effort, and it would have been impossible without their dedication, expertise, and hard work throughout the year. So we have Karen Lindsay, April Firth, Carol, if you could all please stand. And unfortunately, Keely Sullivan could not be with us tonight. Your attention to detail, commitment to excellence, and collaborative spirit have made a real difference. From keeping everything on track to ensuring the accuracy and compliance, your efforts behind the scenes are truly remarkable. I am deeply grateful to have such an outstanding group of people to work alongside. Thank you so much for everything you do. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, on to the superintendent's fiscal year carryover request, which is you have a reading file in your board packet. At the end of fiscal year 2025, the schools retained a balance of $21,929 required for a state tech grant match, along with excess funds totaling $1.6 million. As previously mentioned in prior board meetings, many school divisions faced difficulties in hiring staff last school year, as it was reported to you in the prior year, leading to substantial savings from unfilled vacancies. According to Virginia state regulations, school divisions are not permitted to retain these excess local funds, and instead, the locality may reappropriate those funds. The superintendent is requesting that the city council allows the school system to reappropriate the $1.6 million for the following items. We'll first start with the capital improvement plans. We are asking for $1,262,980 to fund various projects which you've already approved in our capital improvement plan that was presented to the City Council. One of which is $271,700 for the high school fire alarm. There's $434,700 for the middle school gym air conditioner, and $561,897 for the high school tennis courts. In addition, for curriculum and revisions, we're asking for $267,800 for curriculum updates and revisions to comply with the new Virginia Department of Education standards. Regarding maintenance needs, $46,945 for a high school hot water heater replacement, as well as $25,000 for high school basketball hoop replacements, which we were trying to get over the finish line by June 30th, but we couldn't due to vendor issues. I will just make a note that as Mr. Andrew had mentioned earlier, yes, and last board meeting, we have very few vacancies now, which is a great thing. So we do not anticipate these type of vacancy savings in the future, as you've experienced for the last 2 years. Okay. So the process for the fiscal year 2027 budget, moving on to that. November 7th, all the budget submissions were received from the principals and the directors, and I really appreciate all the hard work you guys put into that. December 17th is now the anticipated release date for the governor's budget proposal, Governor Youngkin. Of course, we all know in January we're going to have a new governor come in, so we'll see what happens there. January 14th, 2026, the General Assembly will convene. This year will be a 60-day session because that's what they do every 2 years. And January 20th is when the superintendent will present the budget update during a work session. So February 17th is when we're going to present our proposed budget. Unfortunately, the General Assembly doesn't adjourn until like a month later, March 15th. And then the public hearing on the superintendent's proposed budget is March 17th. Once the General Assembly adjourns, the new governor then has a set amount of days that they can act on it. But we can only act on what we get, typically what the governor proposes in December, which will be Governor Youngkin's budget. And that concludes my presentation for this evening. If anyone has any questions, entertain them now.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Spence. Ms. Carroll, do we have anyone signed up for a public comment?
We have no one signed up for public comment tonight.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving along to the next section will be the consent agenda. For the consent agenda, we have item A, approval of financial reports. Item B is authorization to change appropriation and to accept and expend funds in accordance with attached request. Item C is approval of personnel action. Item D is approval of minutes for October's regular meeting. Item E is approval of item disposal list. That's it for the consent agenda. Can I have a motion to approve the consent agenda, please?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Are there any comments about the consent agenda? Comments? Okay. Ms. Carroll, the vote, please.
Dr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mr. Dowd,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dubose,
Aye.
Ms. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Maxwell,
Aye.
Ms. Orsborn,
Aye.
Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passes 7-0.
Thank you. Okay. Moving along to other matters for consideration. Part 8A, consideration of approval of superintendent's request to City Council for use of carryover funds. Can I get a motion to approve the superintendent's request?
So moved.
Can I have a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Okay. Ms. Carroll, the vote, please.
Dr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mr. Dowd,
Aye.
Vice Chair Dubose,
Aye.
Ms. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Maxwell,
Aye.
Ms. Orsborn,
Aye.
Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passes 7-0.
Thank you. Next item, item B, is motion to authorize the superintendent of Poquoson City Public Schools to offer girls wrestling as an official sport for the 2025-2026 school year and in future school years. Can I get a motion to approve a girls wrestling team for Poquoson.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions or discussion?
I just have a question. So if this is approved tonight, what does this look like for the girls for this year? They can get started now.
It'd be a full program sanctioned by the Virginia High School League, correct?
Full program and the gym space, the scheduling, all the
Absolutely.
things for this season are ready to roll.
Absolutely. I think the singlets have already been purchased in anticipation of our female athletes participating on the boys' team. And now after the Virginia League has approved officially the girls' team, we would like to launch it and give the girls an opportunity to build this program.
And I guess whenever the coaches determine, maybe some communication could go out
Absolutely,
to the
yeah.
folks from the interest meeting or whatever names they have accumulated for these girls, and that information will be to come for this winter sports season.
Absolutely. Yeah, the first step is your approval. And once that happens, then we can move very fast in launching the program.
I would just like to commend everybody for moving this so quickly.
I think it's great personally. I think it's great to have a separate program. I think we need a separate program for a number of reasons. So I'm excited about that. I don't think the answer was to combine the two. I think this is personally definitely the go.
Yeah, I do want to, while we're discussing it, give a big shout out to the Poquoson Wrestling Association that came to the table. This community is well known around the Commonwealth for a wrestling program for many, many years, and they have volunteered to participate financially, so we didn't have to wait a whole budget cycle to do this. As you know, we budget a year in advance, and that they have generously offered to help support this program launch, and then of course we'll include that in our budget proposal for FY27 and future years. But this gave us an opportunity to move fast without the typical plan for a year budget and build, which is what I'm used to. But I do want to thank publicly the Poquoson Wrestling Association and of course the athletic staff at the high school who have worked quickly to make this thing happen this year. I've never actually seen that happen in one budget cycle, or without a full budget cycle, I should say, to be able to fund the program. But it's exciting, and I don't know a community that deserves more, a solid wrestling program than one that has built one and sustained one for many, many years. So we're hopeful that this same legacy starts now with the female program and continues.
There's very few things on school board you get to be excited about voting on. It's a lot of budget. This one, being a father to two girls, I'm excited to vote for. So,
I think that there's some young ladies here that are pretty excited about the program starting as well. So I'm looking forward to watching y'all, and I'm excited for the whole program as a whole. So any other questions or comments? Okay. Ms. Carroll, the vote, please.
Dr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mr. Dowd,
aye.
Vice Chair DuBose,
Aye.
Ms. Jones,
Aye.
Mr. Maxwell,
Aye.
Ms. Osborne, Chair Burbidge.
Aye.
Vote passes unanimously 7-0.
Okay, moving along to the last item. Item C is motion to approve resolution number 25-01, resolution transferring school-owned personal property to the city of Poquoson. Can I get a motion to approve the transfer of property?
So moved.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion?
Can we race them?
Can we Only if you cut grass. No other questions, comment? Ms. Carroll, the vote, please.
Dr. Bartlett,
Aye.
Mr. Dowd,
Aye.
Vice Chair DuBose,
Aye.
Ms. Jones, Mr. Maxwell,
Aye.
Ms. Osborne,
Aye.
Chair Burbidge. Vote passes 7-0.
Okay. All right, moving along, Section 9, communication and/or other matters by school board and/or superintendent. We'll start with Ms. Studd.
To start off with the Poquoson Primary School, I'm pleased to share that this month has been incredibly positive and productive for our PPS community. Our parent-teacher conferences were well attended, providing meaningful opportunities for families and teachers to connect around student progress and goals. We also hosted a successful literacy family night, which brought great superhero energy to the building and helped place many new books in the hands of our students. Families enjoyed engaging, hands-on activities designed to support learning at home, and the turnout reflected our community's strong commitment to literacy. Additionally, our school community demonstrated tremendous generosity during our canned food drive. Thanks to our family support, we collected over 3,000 items, which in pounds equaled 2,324 pounds worth of donations that will directly benefit local families in need. The participation and spirit shown throughout the drive truly reflect the strength of our school community. Overall, we have had a month of strong engagement, partnership, and school pride. Moving on to Poquoson Elementary School, we are thankful for our students, staff, and families this Thanksgiving season. We closed out October with our first quarter of Bullbucks celebrations and loved seeing the costumes that students wore on Halloween. Our music teacher, Ms. Ferris, and third graders presented a patriotic-themed music program early this month featuring songs from each branch of the military. We continued the patriotic theme by welcoming our students with their veteran family members for our annual Veterans Day breakfast. We had an incredible turnout and appreciate those who were able to start the day with us. We also thank our counselor, Ms. Davis, for coordinating this event, and Mr. Lawson, along with his middle school band, for playing at our Veterans Day breakfast. Our fall book fair is taking place this week, and our families are invited to a special family night this Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. Families can visit the book fair and the different grade level pods for hands-on activities in literacy and math. Our teachers have been meeting with students' parents over the past month and on conference day. We are grateful for the time our parents have been able to give in hearing about their children's performance in the classroom. We look forward to continued partnerships for this school year. Thank you for your support of Poquoson Elementary, and have a happy Thanksgiving. November has been a busy and exciting month at Poquoson Middle School. We completed school picture makeups and retakes, administered the Math Student Growth Assessment to all students in grades 6 through 8 math classes, and welcomed families for a very successful parent-teacher conference day. A major highlight was our first career fair, which featured 31 professionals representing all career clusters. There was even a horse. These guests spent 2 class periods engaging with our 8th graders and sharing insights about their fields. Last Thursday, we hosted the pre-VMEA Symphonic Band Concert. Under the elite direction of Mr. Lawson, our symphonic band will perform at the Virginia Music Educators Association Conference on Friday, a prestigious honor for which we are incredibly proud. To close out the month, our 8th grade students are looking forward to their field trip to Washington, D.C. next Monday. We are thrilled to share that 23 Poquoson Middle School students were selected for the District V3 Middle School Chorus and will perform at CNU in February. In addition, we are exceptionally proud of Amelia Ramirez, who was selected for the ACDA Southern Regional Honor Corps and will represent Poquoson in March in Memphis, Tennessee. Poquoson Middle School was also awarded $3,096 in grants from the Poquoson Education Foundation support that we deeply appreciate and that makes a meaningful difference for our students. Finally, we congratulate our November Golden Bowl Students of the Month. In 6th grade, we have Noreen Perez. In 7th grade, we have Colin Coyne. And in 8th grade, we have Zuan Gi. We wish everyone a very happy Thanksgiving, and we are truly grateful for our outstanding school community. For our high school, thank you to all who participated in parent-teacher conferences. It is exciting to see so many families taking advantage of this important opportunity to collaborate as a team, and thank you to the PTO for providing a super lunch for our staff. We thank everyone for coming to check out the pop-up sale this past Saturday. Thank you as well to Poquoson Education Foundation for providing 3 grants to PHS. We appreciate your support more than you know. Congratulations to the 17 students who made District Chorus. We are so proud of you. Congratulations to our band for achieving a superior rating on their state marching assessment and completing a wonderful marching season, with the winter band concert coming up on December 17th. And don't miss the winter chorus concert on December 10th. The junior class hosted a pickleball tournament this weekend, and there was so much fun to be had by all. Congratulations to the one-act drama team for competing at regionals this weekend. They placed 4th with a special Best Actor award given to Heather Jensen. Congratulations to all of our fall sports teams, including competition cheer for finishing 3rd in the state, Elizabeth Trant for winning the state cross-country meet, the girls cross-country team for finishing 6th, the boys cross-country team for finishing 10th, and Isaac Wines for finishing 4th. Football for advancing to the regional semifinals and winning the Bay Rivers District, volleyball for being regional champions, and field hockey for placing 2nd in the state. Winter sports tryouts have begun, and we look forward to an exciting season ahead. As always, check the Island Times on Parent Square for important updates from PHS. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Stead. Mr. Maxwell?
All right. As always, I will begin with a preemptive echoing of what my colleagues will say that I will inevitably forget. I also want to start with a personal one today. I want to thank my wife for holding down the fort while I donate my time here on the school board, but most especially today because it is her birthday. So happy birthday. Congratulations to the senior of the month, Miss Avery P. Very impressive resume. Again, as always, I'm always very impressed with the resumes every month. Saying it. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Miss Elizabeth Trent, another outstanding student. Title number 11, and I'm sure more to come. 18-minute and 40-second time. That's very impressive. Congratulations to the varsity field hockey team for their accomplishments. Really, congratulations to all the fall sports teams. I know we just heard the whole list. I couldn't kind of jot them all down. Congratulations to all the district band and chorus honorees. Special congratulations for the upcoming performance for the PMS band. That was awesome, and looking forward to and see their performance at the VMEAs. Again, first middle school band in years to perform that it's quite an honor, putting our city on the map like that. Also for the PHS band for their superior rating. See them on the Thanksgiving Day parade. That'll be another thing, put us on the map. So congratulations to them. Thank you to the safety committee and the SROs and admin. Discussions we have there are always valuable, very important to listen and think about the safety of our students. Thank you to the audit team that was previously recognized for coming through the financial audit. Thank you to the wrestling program and everyone that was involved in making this milestone accomplishment today. Looking forward to seeing boys and girls on the wrestling mat this season. So thank you for all that. Special congratulations to the Golden Bulls, and I think that is down. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Maxwell. Mr. Dowd?
It's really hard to always follow him. He's got a really good list back here. But congratulations. I can't wait to see you guys, ladies, on the mat. And congratulations to all our recognitions. The middle school band, I hear about it all the time from my daughter. I cannot wait to see how good he does. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. So I will just echo everything that he said and end y'all's time.
Thank you, Mr. Dowd. Ms. Horsborn?
First, I just wanted to share SEAC, which is the Special Education Advisory Committee, is sponsoring a float in the parade. So I know a Parent Square message went out from Ms. Worthen a couple days ago if you're interested, finding out more information about that. I want to say congratulations to all of our student athletes and our band for finishing up the fall season. I know football's got a little bit more to go. And congratulations to our ladies to start your football team, your wrestling team. Sorry, it's been a long day. And also to all of our students who tried out for all district chorus. I was there. It was a little tense outside, just watching all the kids file in, but it's a great thing. And if you get a chance to go watch our middle schoolers in February at CNU, it's an awesome experience.
Thank you. Dr. Bartlett?
Because I'm next. Ditto. But I would like to, there's a lot to be thankful for this month of November, including all of our student athletes for sure, and our student musicians. I spent half of my career teaching middle school, and I can tell you, our bands never sounded like that. So that's really splendid. I'd like to finish my comments by mentioning that 10 months ago, on January 21st, we had a lot of public comments concerning girls wrestling. And that was when we met the Haywoods, Hatchets, the Crosses, and youth coach Derek Goodson. They made we can't react when people make public comments. Their passion really moved me. And so I was so happy to make the motion to recognize girls wrestling as an official. So bravo for that. And happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you. Ms. Jones?
Yes, so many people to recognize and say congratulations to, so I will not repeat the list, but it is not for any lack of excitement and pride in all of the accomplishments we saw tonight. And just as a particular note, I do personally follow field hockey very closely, and just to call attention, those ladies who just were the state runner-up that we saw this evening, they went into their field hockey game last weekend as the underdogs. I mean, the TAB field hockey team who won was unbeatable in theory. They are on about a 100-game winning streak, no exaggeration. But for our ladies who have played them a couple times this season, to go in and mentally prepare, the preparedness they showed for that game, the determination, the loyalty, it is just truly to be commended. And I just wanted to call specific attention to that. To come out of that game with a 3-2 loss is truly incredible. So just had to speak to that specifically. I think it's exactly what high school sports is all about. It is teaching mental toughness, it's teaching preparedness, and just kudos to them. But again, moving on to another exciting girls sport, wrestling. Thank you all for being here. Excited for what's to come. We have a lot to do to get rolling, and I think it's going to be a fantastic season with even more to come in the future. In the future. So thank you all for that. I'm very excited about that. On the music and band side, I heard a spectacular concert last week put on by Mr. Lawson and the Middle School Symphonic Band. They deserve every bit of that place at the VMEAs. It is truly remarkable how fabulous that band is, and I'm excited for that experience for all of those musicians on Friday. Ms. Spence and team, congratulations on a very successful audit. Mr. Roberts, thank you for the time on the bus patrol. It's important to get that contract right. It's a big deal, and thank you for the extra time and attention to that. I had a lot of other notes, but I think they've all been covered, so I will say a happy Thanksgiving to all, and good luck to our winter sports teams that are starting, and a happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Thank you. Mr. DeBose?
It's kind of funny because, when you're up here, you turn around and as the presentation goes on, you make mental notes about what you want to talk about, and then everybody turns around and gets to steal your thunder about what you want to talk about. So, one comment about the middle school band, a lot of people don't realize that those students have only been playing an instrument for 1, 2, maybe 2.5 years. And to have that level of expertise that's up there, not only does it, really underscore the talent that we have, but also, Randall and everything he does. But, I think one of the things that, really impresses me more than anything else is just what our community is. I mean, we're a sleepy little town of 12,000 people, and look at everything that we accomplish, from arts to sports, and we talk about those things time and time again, every single school board meeting, and it never gets old. We truly have an amazing community. So just want to thank everybody for being a part of it.
Thank you. I'm going to reiterate a few things. First, the senior of the month, Miss Avery. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your last name. She's amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing her in the Macy's Day Parade. Elizabeth Trent, cross country, winning the state championship, and then literally she was a minute ahead of the second place finisher. So it was almost like she had time to finish, to get in her car, and then she was driving to the state championship in field hockey. So she's an amazing athlete. I've enjoyed watching her over the years, and I think, what did we say, 12 state championships. So congratulations to her. The girls field hockey, coming in second place to TAB, that was pretty amazing because they beat us a few times earlier this year soundly. I think this was their 5th state championship in a row. So they are a very good team. So congratulations to our girls field hockey team. The young ladies that are starting the girls wrestling program, you guys should be proud. Your parents should be proud. You guys are starting something amazing here in Poquoson, and I look forward to watching it develop and grow. You guys are awesome. So congratulations. The symphonic band, to be able to go to the VMEAs, first band, middle school band in 58 years. They're really good. I'm going to see if I can get down there on Friday. And good luck to the football team this Friday. I got to go to the game this past Friday. It was pretty cold. I think it might actually be colder this weekend. And then happy Thanksgiving. So, Artie?
A very enthusiastic echo of all the things said today, and happy Thanksgiving.
Okay. Ms. Carroll, is there any additional material for board review?
Chair Burbidge, there is no additional material tonight.
Okay. Well, I adjourn the meeting.